And then we get to one of my favorites, that is past perfect, all right? Okay, past perfect, as usual, first construction. So you have the person, you have had, and the third form, the past participle of a verb. Okay, by now, guys, I think I can tell you something very interesting. Take a look. I know I don't have all the verb tenses on the board, but we can say that every continuous is composed of verb to be and ing. Okay? Present continuous. I am working now. I am looking at the camera. You are looking at me. We are having a special connection right now. So, verb to be, I am, you are, we are, and another verb with ing, right? I am looking, you are looking, and etc. Okay. Past continuous. I was, verb to be again, ing, right? Future continuous. I will be working at this time tomorrow. See? So, every simple is just the verb and, the person and the verb, right? Simple present, I work. Simple past, I worked. Simple future, I will work, okay? There is this thing of using another word there with will, but it's simple. Every perfect has have, conjugated as have, has, or had, and the third form, which is the past participle of the verb, right? So I can infer that past perfect, well, it's a perfect, is going to have and the third form, but it's past perfect, so the have is going to be in the past, because it's not present perfect, right? And that's why I think present perfect continuous is such a beautiful construction, because take a look. It's present perfect continuous. So you should have a verb in the ing, and you should have in the third form of the verb, correct? You should have for Quentin Tarantino style, right? Or like this. For the, let's say, requirements. Okay, take a look at present perfect continuous. If it's a perfect, I need to have and the third form of the verb, which we do have, right? Have and the third form of verb to be is been. Continuous must have verb to be, which is here, and a verb in the ing form, alright? So we get those four requirements, we make verb to be do two jobs, let's say, and then we have present perfect continuous, okay? Okay, usage of past perfect. Guys, past perfect is not complex at all. People just get confused, right? Past perfect is just the past of the past. What do I mean by that? So we are here in the present, right? And John died here yesterday at 7 o'clock, right? I had already bought his apartment when John died. John died, but before John died, I bought his apartment. So this is past perfect, the past of the past. While the action that is closer to the present, we use simple past, right? Well, why is it a little bit confusing for Brazilians? Because we do have past perfect, correspondent of past perfect here in Brazil, but we actually have three, you know? We have tinha feito, havia feito, fizera, right? And depending on the level of formality, we use one or the other. Fizera is very formal, right? While havia feito is right there in the middle, and the tinha feito we can use in everyday speech. I mean, we do use in everyday speech. In English, guys, the meaning is exactly the same, but in English doesn't have three, English just has one, right? And it sounds a little bit like a VFA, it sounds a little bit more formal, right? That's why many natives never use this verbal tense when they're speaking. So how do they do it? They use before or after, you know? That would be, I don't know, just like we use tinha feito, they use before and after, right? When I got home, my wife had already made dinner, okay? This is past perfect. When I got home here, my wife had already made dinner. But I could say my wife made dinner before I got home. It would be very acceptable as well, but keep in mind you must master this verbal tense. Let's try to analyze the difference, right? First sentence. When I got home, my wife made dinner. Second sentence. When I got home, my wife had made dinner. Third sentence. When I got home, my wife was making dinner, right? Can you imagine what would be the difference between those three sentences? Stop the video now, think to yourself, answer that to yourself. You didn't, stop the video now, answer to yourself, I'm serious. Okay, and you didn't, right? I mean, not you, but you. Okay, what's the difference? First sentence, let me see if I remember them, because it's so long ago you stopped the video. When I got home, my wife had made dinner. I'm a happy guy. Look at my size, right, guys? I don't like to wait, all right? I'm happy because when I got home, my wife had already made dinner. The food is on the table, lots of food, maybe even on my plate. I can just, dive in. All right, second sentence, I'm very frustrated, because when I got home, dinner was not ready. And then my wife made dinner, so probably I had to wait for an hour, I would be asking her all the way, is dinner ready, that's the second situation. I got home and then my wife made dinner. Third situation, probably I'm going to eat a lot of raw food, because when I got home, my wife was making dinner. And when you just go there and you try to pick something from the pot, which is not ready yet, so that's the case. When I got home, my wife was making dinner.